Good morning, children, and welcome back. Now, I hope you have all read the chapter and practiced the map work. Okay, children, now I request all of you to keep your textbooks open if you have them, or else keep the chapter PDF open when we are discussing the lesson, right? So, in this session, we are going to learn about the physiography of India. But before that, let's do a quick recap of what we learned in our first session. So, let's begin. Children, here is the recap of our first session. India lies between 8.4 degree north to 37.6 degree north latitudes and 68.7 degree east to 97.25 degree east longitudes. Next, it lies in the northern hemisphere and it lies in the southern part of the continent Asia. It is the seventh largest country in the world in terms of land area. Next, India shares its land borders with Pakistan in the northwest, Nepal, China and Bhutan in the northeast, and Bangladesh and Myanmar in the east. Next, it shares its water border with Sri Lanka in the southeast. Next, the Arabian Sea lies to the west of India, the Bay of Bengal lies to the east of India, and the Indian Ocean lies to the south of India. Next, India covers a distance of 3,214 kilometers from north to south and 2,933 kilometers from east to west. Next, it has a land area of approximately 32 lakhs 87,263 square kilometers. Next, it tapers towards the north and the south and is relatively broader in the center. Next, there are 28 states and 8 union territories in India. Next, equator is approximately 800 kilometers from Kanyakumari. And the last point is, the Tropic of Cancer passes through Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram. I hope this is clear to you. Children, you can write down these points in your notebooks as it will make it easier for you to remember them. Today, we are going to start with the physiography of India. Children, the study of physical features of the Earth's surfaces is called physiography. Now, you know that the Earth's surfaces are not same everywhere, right? Similarly, the landforms of India are not same everywhere. On the basis of the variations in the landforms, India is divided into 6 physiographic divisions. Let's take a look at them one by one. The 6 divisions are: the first one, Northern Mountain Ranges; second, Plains of North India; third, Central and Deccan Plateaus; fourth, Coastal Plains; fifth, Archipelago or Islands; and sixth, Deserts. Now, we are going to learn about all these divisions in detail. Let's start with the Northern Mountain Ranges. The Northern Mountain Ranges. Children, you can see from the picture that the northern part of India is covered with mountains, right? So, the mountain range that covers the northern region of India is the Himalayas. Now, the Himalayas is not a single mountain but a chain of mountains. It is the highest mountain range of the world. Children, you can see from the picture that the area marked in black is the northern region of India, which is covered with the Himalayas. Also, it is clear from the picture that the Himalayas is not a single mountain but a chain of mountains. Now, there are 3 divisions of the Northern Mountain Range. They are the Himalayan Mountain Range, the Himalayas, and the Eastern Himalayas or the Purvanchal Range. There are 3 distinct and parallel ranges of the Himalayas. Now, let's take a look at these parallel ranges of the Himalayas. The first is the Greater Himalayas. The northernmost range towards China is known as the Greater Himalayas. The next is Central or Lower Himalayas. The chain of mountains right in the middle is called the Central Himalayas. Children, I hope all of you are paying careful attention because you will have to learn to mark these in the map. So, please be very attentive. The next is Shivalik Range. The southernmost range of mountains that extend towards the eastern part of India is called Shivalik Himalayas. Children, I hope these were clear to you and you have to practice marking these 3 ranges in the map. So please practice them. The next is Mountain Ranges of Himalayas. Children, once again, please pay attention here because now we are going to learn about the important mountains and hills that form a part of the Himalayan range. The first one is Mount Godwin Austen, peak of India, is 8,611 meters high. It lies in the Karakoram range. The next is Mount Everest. Mount Everest 8,848 meters is the highest peak in the world. It is located in the Himalayan range in Nepal. Then we have Kanchenjunga, 8,518 meters, Nanda Devi, which is 7,817 meters, and Badrinath, which is 7,138 meters, are high peaks that are located in the mountainous regions of Himalayas. Now, as we move towards the eastern part, Patkai and Lushai, which are very high hills, form parts of the eastern Himalayas, whereas Garo, Khasi, Jaintia and Naga, which are not so high hills, form parts of the southern Himalayas. I hope these mountains and hills are clear to you. Make sure, children, you mark them properly in the map. Children, the Mizo Hills are also known as the Lushai Hills. So, Mizo and Lushai Hills are the same. Now, we move towards the plains of India. Children, we learnt about the Himalayas, that is the northern mountain range, right? So, the plains located in the south of the northern mountain ranges, that is the Himalayas of India, are called as the plains of North India. These plains have been formed by the alluvium brought by the Himalayan and peninsular rivers. Children, alluvium means a deposit of clay or sand left by flowing flood water which makes the soil fertile, and peninsular means an area of land surrounded by water. Here, peninsular rivers are the rivers that originate from the peninsular plateaus and small hills of India. These plains are so huge and vast that they are one of the biggest plains of the world formed by the rivers. Because of this, they are one of the most prosperous and thickly populated areas of India also. I hope the plains of North India are clear to you. Now, we move towards rivers and lakes of India. But before that, practice marking the plains of India in the map also. Rivers and lakes of India. Now children, once again pay close attention here, because we are going to see the rivers and lakes of India one by one, and you have to mark them properly in the map, right? Also, you can see that the rivers are marked in thin blue lines and the lakes are marked as small water bodies. So, you will also have to mark it in the same way in your maps. Let's begin. We begin with the northern part of India, and the first one you can see is Vular Lake. Below that we have Dal Lake. Then we have the river Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, and Satluj. Then the river Luni and Sambhar Lake. Below river Luni we have Sabarmati, and below Sabarmati we have Mahi. Below Mahi we have Narmada. Below Narmada we have Tapi river. Beside the river Mahi we have the river Chambal. Below Chambal there is Sindh. Beside Sindh we have Yamuna, and above Yamuna we have Ganga. Then below Sindh we have Betwa and Ken rivers. Children, we saw the western and a part of the northern rivers and lakes, right? So now moving from the north towards the eastern side, we have first Mansarovar Lake, then a long flowing river from Tibet to Bangladesh, which is the Brahmaputra river. Then we have the rivers Kosi, Gandak and Ghaghara flowing in from Nepal. Below Ghaghara we have the river Gomti. Below Gomti we have Ganga and Son river, and below Ganga we have the Damodar river. Now moving towards the southern region, in the southeastern side we have Chilka Lake, Mahanadi river and Tel river. Beside them there is Penganga. Below Penganga there is Godavari. Below Godavari there is the Koleru Lake. Then there is the Krishna river. Below Krishna we have the Tungabhadra river. Then we have the Pulicat Lake, and finally the river Kaveri. I hope this is clear to you. Children, make sure to keep all of these slides with you when you are marking the rivers and the lakes in the map. So children, I hope everything that we learned today is clear to you. Now children, here are a few tips that will make map work easy for you. The first one is, make a key for whatever you are marking on the map. Now keys in a map are a set of symbols that we use to mark features and landscapes. For example, to show mountains we can use triangles, and to show rivers we can use curved or wavy lines, right? You can also use color pencils in the map. But children, be very careful, use only color pencils and not sketch pens. Okay? Now use different colors to mark different features and landscapes. For example, to show mountains you can use brown, to show hills you can use green, and to show water you can use blue color. Okay? The next is, here are a few examples of keys for a map. For states you can use a black dot. For capitals you can use a yellow circle. For union territories you can use a purple square. For mountains you can use a brown triangle. For hills you can use green triangles, right? Now children, let me tell you how this is helpful. Well, at home we have many maps in which we can mark different features, right? But in the exam, we will get only one map in which we will have to mark everything. So the keys will differentiate the features and the landscapes in that one map and also make your work neat and beautiful, right? So I hope whenever you are doing map work, you will make use of keys. And I hope this is clear to you. This concludes our session. Now I request all of you to read the chapter and go through everything that we have learnt today. Also, practice the map work without fail at home. Children, please refer to this video and an updated atlas or any other source available to you while doing the map work part. Now, in the next session, we will be covering the rest of the physiographic divisions of India. Till then, thank you and have a great day.